Oh, it's live.
Yeah. All right. There's nobody here yet. Let's see. Hold on a second. We're getting all set up. Here we go. Look at that.
Yeah. Yay!
Hey, sorry about that. Welcome everybody to Creator Confidential 2025.
Congratulations, we made it.
Yeah, we made it. It's been so long getting ready. Today's been fantastic. I'm just gonna give you a quick look here.
Oh,
Look at that.
There's Keely, there's Callie.
Look at that. It's popping. It's popping. Let us know if we need to be any louder because it is that loud in here. So it starts at 2 p.m. You're going to want to grab tickets if you don't already. So you could follow along, listen. We got
Here's
Kelly here.
Hello, hello. We are so excited for the live today, or for the live presentation for the virtual tickets. Guys, this is insane right now. We have 200 people in the building.
Yep.
If you haven't already got your ticket for the virtual, I understand you're probably experiencing FOMO right now, but at the very least, join the live. At the very least, you can be there virtually with us.
And we'll
We are
pour
so
one
excited.
out for you.
We'll pour one out. Also, thank you so much to Motion for sponsoring this entire event. If you guys have no idea about Motion, look up motionapp.com. If you're a UGC creator or creative strategist, you and your clients need to be using Motion in order to make the biggest impact for them from a revenue perspective. The more you can make your clients, the more you can charge as a UGC creator and creative strategist.
Absolutely. Well said, Kelly. Now you go mingle. She's got people to attend to.
Okay.
All right, so while we're waiting, I want to talk to Carrie here. Carrie is Kelly's sister.
I was gonna say, yeah, we should and introduce yourself.
Oh, well, if you don't know, my name's Shane. I am Kelly's fiance, but I also work at Motion, and I am a UGC creator, creative strategist myself. Carrie here is also a UGC creator. It really does run in the family, I guess.
Yeah.
So, Carrie, I would love to there's probably a lot of people here that are either UGC creators now or creative strategists. So, as somebody who has started, when did you start your UGC journey?
I think I started 2021.
Really? Was it 2021?
Yeah, my very first class. I don't like this. Can I hold this?
Mhm.
I feel like I'm talking into my armpit.
Just do it to that side.
My very first client was 310 Nutrition. What was yours?
Oh boy, I think it was a pair of thieves socks. Yeah, that's kind of
so
way back. That might have been like 2020.
Yeah, my very first one was 310 Nutrition Power or Protein Powder.
Protein powder.
Come a long way.
Oh
We
yeah.
both have.
Oh, which by the way was one of their out of the box. One of her ads is the best. They still run it today.
Yeah,
I think.
like years
It's
later.
It's making millions for them. So what would you say is something that as a UGC creator you learned the hardest? What was the hardest lesson as a UGC creator?
I used to say that I've never ever cold outreach. I used to think that was a flex. I was like, I've never done that.
Right.
I'll never
I'm
send an
so
email.
good they just come to me.
Yeah.
Right.
I recently started cold outreaching and my numbers have tripled.
Right.
And that was one of the biggest, because I was like, why would I send an email?
Totally.
Which is so stupid when you think about it. But ever since I started, my numbers have doubled, tripled.
Right.
It makes a really big difference.
Absolutely. Actually, Kelly's doing a tutorial on UGC Buddy. And in UGC Buddy, I don't know if you knew, has a cold outreach feature that will help you write those cold outreach messages, because we all know that
It's so hard. I didn't do it because I didn't know where to start. I didn't know how to pitch myself. I didn't really know anything about that. And I use UGC Buddy all the time.
It's great.
So with it, it's so important to cold outreach.
Well, and we just did a VIP dinner last night, and one of the speakers, she was a business owner. And
Miss
her
Universe
she's
2021.
Miss Universe, right? And she runs a beauty company here in Canada. And her advice was, the more you sell those relationships, you're working with them, showing that you actually like the product, building even some kind of organic relationship, that can help you
Yeah.
strengthen that bond between the brand. Because those are the same people that are gonna be like, hey, like Carrie was like posting how much she likes
Yeah.
whatever.
She said when anybody cold outreaches to her on Instagram, she checks if they follow her, and that's a big one.
Right.
That's step number one. Follow
Right.
the account that you want to cold outreach
right.
to. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She's saying, I will look and I will see if they're even following
Yeah.
me first before I work with them.
Or
which
if they say we really love your product, I'd love to do UGC for you. She checks to see if they bought product,
right.
which is crazy.
That is
but
crazy.
Smart.
Right. But
smart.
I can understand that, you know, as a creator, you're like, how much time am I going to waste on a brand who
Yeah.
might not even see me, might get
Yeah.
drowned? So I also understand, but you got to find like a nice balance.
Yeah, definitely.
The other thing that she brought up that I thought was really cool was if you wanted a job at a company, you're a UGC creator, maybe you're like just getting into marketing, your ability to like get that first interview is going to be easier as a UGC creator working with the team than it would be as like trying to go through a real process of like
Yeah.
getting hired by that company.
Yeah.
So say you really wanted to work with, I don't know what, a big company that is hard to get into, but like,
Yeah.
you know, like Sephora, right? Yeah, Sephora. It'd be like it's easier to go work with that marketing manager. All of a sudden, they love you. Now you can get like a marketing job at
Yeah.
Sephora. So there's so many. Welcome back, Kelly.
Welcome back.
Make sure you're holding it this
You
way.
can't stay away from the limelight.
am. Not me directing. Hello, hello. How is everyone doing, guys?
Look at this. We got quite some people here.
Oh yeah, we got 70 people on right now. We're just missing the other 200 that are here right now.
Yeah, honestly, if you haven't bought the virtual tickets, like go and get them now so you can join in. Ask any questions. I can go around and ask people, but we only have 30 minutes. So
Yeah, so in the next 15, we're actually going to end the live and we're
Oh,
going to
wow.
go up for the session. So if I have my phone on me, which I believe I do, as far as like the actual panel order, I'd love to talk to you guys about it because the cool thing about Creator Confidential this year is that we're not just talking about UGC. We're talking about creative strategy. We're talking about TikTok Shop. We're talking about affiliate marketing. We're talking about Fiverr. We're talking about building your own agency. Now, I want to say, correct me if I'm wrong, is it 7 streams of income to be able to, like the average millionaire has 7 streams of income?
right, yeah. Creator businesses need 7 streams of income. That was from Kajabi's 2024-2025
Yep.
survey.
And I want to say even like millionaires on average, they obviously have multiple streams of income. So
Right.
as far as like what's going to happen today from a schedule perspective, at 2 p.m. EST, we're going to start the panel, which means we're no longer going to be streaming. It's going to start with a guest panel with Nick Castle, Sean Sagoon, and Eileen Munoz. So Nick is going to be talking about agency, being a Fiverr creator, and also being a dad of 3, who's like not only like making sure he's there to support his family, but also his wife. And then for Sean, she's an agency owner, creative strategist. And then for Eileen has an incredible story where she started out as a UGC creator and is now making buku bucks with TikTok Shop. Now, granted, I know that TikTok Shop isn't yet in Canada, but it's best to know from the trade secrets from a professional who's already doing this and finding success. And on top of it, that's just one form or opportunity of affiliate marketing. There's Amazon. There's so many other creative ways to make big bucks doing affiliate marketing outside of just TikTok Shop. And then, of course, Eileen is our Gen X creator. So Eileen is in Gen X and she's able to show that, hey, just because I'm not in my 20s or 30s, like a little cutie Carrie in her 20s, it doesn't mean you can't be successful. And if anything, it could be your superpower and be able to make you a ton of money because you'd be in demand. Followed by a UGC Buddy segment led by myself and Evan Lee keynote. So Evan Lee is promotion. He is the head of brand partnerships, head of business development. This guy is a celebrity in the marketing world and is here to represent Motion, our wonderful headlining sponsor. It's going to be a big deal. It's going to be Creative Analytics 101. Sorry.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, so I'm very excited about that. And then after that, we're going to do an audience Q&A, and then we're closing. And so that's going to be 3 powerful hours that you guys could witness from the comfort of your home. That said, I'm going to leave Carrie and Shane back to it. I'm about to dine and dash, and I'll see you guys later. You're like, get out of here.
That's great. Yeah, so we have just 15 minutes, right?
Yep. 15
Okay,
minutes.
so one thing I probably should talk about is today's sponsor a little bit more,
Yeah.
because I think that's going to be pretty important. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to put us in the corner here,
Ooh.
and then I'm going to just leave this up. Give me 1 second. All right, so I want to talk about motion a little bit, and it's going to be a little bit about creative strategy. One second, I'm going to move this banner here. I think it's fine. So you do some creative strategy. You've done some,
Yes.
and I feel like motion. What's your experience as somebody that's new to the space? How much do you know about motion in general? You've heard about it, maybe.
Yeah, I have been using Motion for the last few years for Motion Predicts, because they predict all the UGC trends, and I think that's extremely valuable. They're always spot on, and I encompass that into all of my UGC concepts, so I have an idea of what will perform.
I feel like it's rare that we find people that like share that je ne sais quoi that we have, like that love for making creative content and like performative creative content. And as somebody who's working here soon at Motion, I just got a job. Thank you, Motion, but thank you for sponsoring this event. All the people that are there, like Evan who's coming today, they're so enthusiastic about what creative content means for this industry. And their relationship with UGC creators has been so positive, because that means that they're looking at these brands that work with them and they're pointing them to, hey, UGC is a huge part of your business. UGC is so important to scale into. So check them out. And it's one of those things that once you're able to build a relationship with a brand and you're able to get them into motion, you're going to be able to get really awesome reports like this, where you're gonna be able to see how your content's doing. Because one of the hardest things I feel like as a UGC creator is actually getting that relationship back, where they're like, oh yeah, this ad did well, this ad didn't do well. And those are the things that allow you to build case studies. Here, when you're able to work with your brand on Motion, you recommend Motion, they get started. Now all of a sudden when they add you, you're able to actually see how your content's doing, which again, either one, is able to help you explain to the client why you're so great, but also find new clients.
It helps you build better ads.
Right.
Every time.
Right.
Because you want to see, okay, what hook worked, what B-roll worked, and this gives you a true insight to what you need to succeed in an app.
Right.
Yeah.
You have to be data driven a little bit.
Yeah,
Like, I know
to
it's
some
all about
degree,
being creative, but you know, like there's
Because you can have the most appealing aesthetic ad, but if there's no data behind it,
right.
won't
What
perform
are you
as
doing?
well. Yeah.
And I feel like the thing that does separate, like, as we're talking about making multiple sources of income, are you okay? You good? Okay, good. As we're making multiple sources of income, like, it's a lot about thinking smarter, not harder, which means building better relationships, not more relationships. Like, it means trying to find a stronger contract that has more money with less hours, right? So
it's so easy to get a new client. It's harder to keep a client.
Right.
And it's more payoff to keep a client.
Absolutely.
That makes a big difference. Because you can have all the clients in the world, but if none of them come back, we have to self-reflect a little.
Absolutely. All right, enough about Motion. Let's get back to the event here. All right, so I'm going to ask you about. Let's see. I'm trying to make a good segue here to the end of the spiel. If people are watching here, obviously comment.
Yeah.
Because first of all, we're happy to just like talk about anything.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I want to talk about like what coming to an event like this means for someone that's a UGC creator. Like, what do you feel like are the benefits of doing an event like this? Because maybe it feels like, well, I don't know if I want to get out there, or I'm a little bit worried about,
Yeah, absolutely. I think the nicest part about events like this is the UGC community is so connected, and you can have tons of followers on your UGC accounts. You can talk to so many other creators, but it's so nice to get to meet them in person and build that connection even further, because those connections lead to more opportunities.
Yeah.
So I think it's a great way to network. Creators know creators, they know clients, and you can always land a deal by coming to these events.
Right. Makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, word of mouth is like the strongest way to make new clients.
Yeah.
And these are all people that have clients
Tons
of
of
their
clients,
own.
yeah. Even last night at dinner, I met somebody who needed somebody who's video games and streams.
Oh, wow.
I landed a collab all the way in Canada, and so when I get back to the States, there we go. You already get one deal.
Well, and a little bit of word to the wise here is the next Creator Confidential is going to be in Los Angeles. So all of you U.S. folk that couldn't make it into Canada, we'll see you in Los Angeles.
Is that a spoiler?
I don't know. Actually, maybe I can spoil it. If you didn't know, it's going to be in Los Angeles, I think. Not 100%. So you'll want to be there for that. Yeah. If not, forget you heard anything.
Yeah. But it'll be in America.
Yes. And I think like one of the things is as these events, like especially having seen Kelly and Man and Keely work on this event so hard, one of the things that's obviously like the trajectory is that more brands are showing up here. Like like first of all, look at this. It's like what you rob.
And there are nice brands in that
these
bag.
are nice brands. It looks like something that when you rob a bank, you come out with a canvas bag like this.
There are products that I would normally not spend on that are in this bag for free.
But like
the cookies
one of the
are
cool
good.
things is like you get all of these products. That was a bad example. It's just like a washcloth.
No, the cleanser, they have a cleanser, works so well.
But like these brands are an opportunity because these brands are looking for people to post organically.
Yeah.
You reach out with some content that you did from one of these.
Yeah.
The brands are waiting to hear from you to see how like this relationship works. And when they see that you can make some content, you reach out, like that's a win for them, and they're excited because the people that come to these events in their eyes are the best of the best.
Yeah, exactly.
One other thing is in terms of what was I going to say now? I think I need another drink.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You're blanking.
I'm blanking. I prepared zero for this, but
I think it's just nice being in a room where you're able to just really grow, because not only have I gotten a collab, I've gotten tons of new followers, I've made tons of new friends, I've made tons of new stuff, and it just makes it so much better. It's such a networking event.
Yeah, absolutely. I also think like it's like a skill set that's hard. It's like networking. Obviously, speaking as somebody who's a little bit more like neurodivergent, pop word of the day, but like it's really hard to flex this muscle.
Yeah.
And it's nice to do it with people that you have like a shared interest.
Yeah, you already have something in common.
Right.
So there's no awkwardness. It's just, I love the icebreaker of like, what's been your favorite collab?
Right.
I think that's a great.
Totally.
Yeah, and you meet somebody new.
What do you edit in?
Yeah,
what do you and like there's so many things to go through as we blank on this live. But I feel like it's so many nice people, and like we just love this industry. So.
And I think the best part is everybody that comes is so different.
Right.
We have a ton of different ages. Like everyone's from like all different parts of the world. Like so, you're also getting to experience what like UGC is so different to every creator. So you get a new perspective from every creator creator that
Yep.
you meet, and I think that is extremely valuable.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I do think we hear that all the time is people talking about, well, I'm a Gen X
Yeah.
or I'm a baby boomer and I don't know how to get into this. Like there's 100%
Yeah.
people here today that
Yeah, everybody is so different.
right. It's a very diverse group.
Yeah.
And like for every brand they have a different target audience. For every different target audience, they need a new UGC creator. So,
Yeah, exactly.
maybe one of the things is like as we look into the next year
Yeah.
as a UGC creator, we talk about having more streams of income. What would be a stream of income that you want to get into personally?
Oh, good. Not necessarily a new stream of income, but a new niche is within UGC is to I play video games, I stream, learning
That's
that
a good one.
Yeah, learning that I can get collabs through that yesterday was a big
That's crazy.
yeah. So that is a niche that I really want to follow
So
into.
true.
Yeah, like there's you don't realize how many niches are out there until a collab comes your way.
That's so true. I didn't even think about that. Like maybe more streams of income is just branching out to a new.
Yeah, it doesn't have to mean like UGC creative strategy video editing. It can mean what niche have you not dived into
Right.
yet that you can. Yeah.
Absolutely. So now I'm even thinking of like if you were in like the game, it's like your gaming chair, your gaming
There's a whole
headphones, your
there's a whole world that I
Right.
haven't touched yet that I am excited to now that I realize there's a market. There's a market for everything.
right, totally. That's
Yeah.
interesting. I feel like even last night when the woman who's here, she's amazing, who runs the beauty company. Like it's such a competitive industry, and I wanted to ask her. I wish she was here. I'd ask her, but like how to like differentiate herself as a brand. There's only so many ways you can write copy on your website, but there's so many UGC creators you can use too. So like for them, I feel like probably one of their initiatives is to diversify like what kind of creators they're using.
Yeah.
So like, old, small,
Yeah.
whatever, small, I don't know,
Yeah.
but like,
Yeah,
you just like,
Yeah, I saw an ad on one of the UGC websites for a Brita water filter, and they were specifically looking for streamers. And it's even like when you think about it, brands are looking for a specific niche within a person,
yeah,
even though it's a water filter brand, but there is something out there for everybody.
yeah,
And
absolutely.
brands will look for anything, and so the opportunities are endless.
All right, so to cap this off, because we only have about 3 minutes, I'm going to just say again, if you're not coming to the virtual, look down here at this little ticker, and you're going to want to buy a ticket.
You're going to want to grab it because the knowledge that you will
Real quick.
learn is amazing.
Yes. And I think I'm really excited for the panel. I'm excited to just hear from people and what they're doing. Like, I know like in the last few conferences I've been going to in the industry, there's so much talk about like AI, about like how this industry is changing so quickly. So obviously I want to be at the forefront of that.
Yeah, you're going to learn so much
Yeah.
that you then will be able to take and share to the clients that you have to get higher rates, repetitive clients. This knowledge you can take and run with it to your next collab.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So I'm going to leave this running a little bit, I think, and then we're just going to like pop off.
Yeah.
And then we'll
Grab a
hope to
drink.
see you guys in the live stream. All right. All right, folks. If you haven't gotten it already, jump on. And in the stream right now, last chance.